Hey guys, welcome back to more Isaac, and now we're going to play as Isaac because we now have the D6 thanks to the last run, and we're probably gonna do Isaac because we've done Satan already. Should be fun enough to play as Isaac. Freaking happens every single episode, like I have to re-tab in. I don't even know what I'm doing on my other side. That's what's causing it. Every time I have the pause menu happen or show up at the start of the run, it's because I'm tapped into something on my other monitor, and I don't really know what I keep tabbing back into to look at. It's weird because like the game allows background input because clearly I was moving around in the menus prior, but as soon as the game actually starts, it just goes and pauses me. But the weird thing is I can just unpause it without tabbing back in. I don't know. A dime from a poop is really nice. So, first instance, as we can see, of using the D6. I don't really want this, so let's re-roll it. And that also sucks, and that's why the D6 is the worst item in the game. No, but, I will take it because I don't have to trade my D6 for it anymore, so it's fine. At least it's a passive. Okay, game. I guess the game's being nice to me after the last couple runs. So, this is Chaos. And I want it. So, this is the one time I might actually consider bombing my donation machine. But at the very least, before I do that... No, you know what? No. I was going to say I wanted to get my first boss item because it was a guaranteed stats up, but you know what? No. I want to lean into the Chaos. Go get that money. Make it work. I might actually bomb my donation machine for this. I think it will be fun. Alright. I guess we're bombing the donation machine. I guess technically I could check the secret room, but... you know what? I trust. I trusted, and it paid off. Alright, let's go by Chaos. So Chaos makes it so that every item in the game is in specific pools. So for example, you can only find... That's an amazing thing to get with that. So for example, you can only get certain items from bosses. Like you can only get... Like when you kill a boss, you're only going to get certain items. Like stat upgrades and such, and Item Room is the biggest pool, and then there's Devil pool items, Angel pool items, etc, etc. Chaos says, nah, screw that. You could basically get mostly anything. I think that this boss is hard-coded to always drop Ball of Bandages or Cube of Meat, so I don't think we're going to get a random item from this fight, sadly. But it is what it is. And since we also have the D6 at our disposal, it could make it interesting. The trinket that I got with it, pay to play, makes it so that each item room should have a reroll machine in it. So if we manage to get a bunch of money, we can actually reroll multiple times, not just with the D6. So that would be really good in helping us get some crazy items, potentially. Yeah, so we're always going to get the Cube of Meat. The Cube of Meat is fine. It's just I don't like bosses that hard drop items because I just prefer more randomness. If I'm gonna go for like something like Chaos. But anyway, so now the item room could have basically any item I have unlocked. So it could have Immaculate Heart, which was like an Angel Room item, or a Guppy piece, or just a boss item, or you know. It's most likely not going to have it's most likely just going to still be an item room item because the item room pool is the biggest pool in the game. And most items are just in it. But the chance is always there, so... So this room's going to take forever. I'm trying to use my creep from Depression to make it easier. That was a horrible room. It just went on and on. But anyway, since items are in random pools, I think the smartest thing to do is to go for angel rooms, due to the fact that devil rooms cost hot health, and since health is not as guaranteed to come by if based on because of the boss pools being randomized, plus the fact that the items in the devil rooms are not likely to be of the same quality due to the randomization. It's better to go for angel rooms because at least even if the items are bad, you get them for free. So you're more likely to actually pick things up. Even if you have to skip a devil deal to make it happen. What we got? Ghost Baby. Into 9 volt, which we will absolutely take with the D6. Since this basically means that the D6 now takes 5 rooms to charge instead of 6. It gives you a full charge when you pick it up, as you saw. And the last charge, or the second to... when you get to, like, the second to last charge on the item, it will just fill that up. So it's just basically 1 less room per charge. Which can be really amazing on, like, items, like... if you get 2 room charge items, you can they basically just get a use every room. And single room charge items with the 9 volt will charge up periodically over time instead of just charging up once per room, so they still get a benefit out of it. Yeah, I really thought it was going to be there. That up. May as well go fight the boss. Mum's Pulse is still a boss from item. I feel like I want to take this. Usually I'd be more inclined to reroll it, but I feel like it's okay enough. It's a soul heart, it's range, it's luck. It does enough that I feel fine with taking it. What I really need to do is just get some damage though soon, because we're still on base damage in caves, and that is the hallmark of a not fun start, usually. It's pay to win, not pay to play. I would really like to find a way to fly, because if we can get that money, it will allow us to use the reroll machine a lot more. If we could find something like the Hanged Man card or something. Maybe even just the ability to fly completely, that would be great too. Linger Bean is a terrible item. Spider Baby is also not great. I'm just gonna hit the machine. Oh boy, alright. Not great. Not super great. But at least it is damage. You can use it to damage things. Just use everything else to damage instead. We've got Depression, we've got a fly friend. Don't need my tears. Should probably stop trying to use it so aggressively. That's just kind of how I am. It was made for speed. We don't want to go into the shop, there's no need. suppression coming in clutch with that light beam. Didn't take that long at all. Another range upgrade. I'm actually going to reroll it. Diplopia. I believe we can do this and pick this up and re-roll it. It's better than nothing, you know? I felt that was worth it. Yeah, this room last floor. So we have Rainbow Baby, which isn't amazing, but it does give us one step towards the conjoined transformation, which is pretty good. I do have an idea as to how this run could improve, and if you want to hear me out on it, I do believe there is this concept. It is called damage. We'll reroll Dead Tooth because it's not good. Piercing shots is good. I didn't really want to take it just because. I still just want something that actually helps me kill things faster. But this is good enough, and I shouldn't really turn it down. We're getting a lot of money, which is nice, because the more money we have, the more rerolls we can actually do. We should check the shop now, because the shops, of course, are also going to be randomized, and we have enough to buy an item should something show up. Ghost Pepper is definitely a buy. Ghost Pepper is fantastic. It's gonna help if we can get any more luck. It will definitely come in it'll be even greater. Because the damage that it puts out is quite absurd. Hopefully we can get a angel room. We did get an angel room. The Nord Leaf, which actually could be useful. Quince is good, and I will take it. We are going to the Cathedral again, so we don't really need to beat the Angel. We could beat the Angel and reroll. We could beat the Angel and reroll the item, but we can just reroll the boss item. Shot speed up. Now, if we could get 2 other star signs, we could unlock planetariums. I'm just saying. Moving on. So Quince, the item I got from the Angel Room, makes it so when you kill an enemy, it drops a familiar where it was, and that familiar does damage for you. And it's pretty good. It says it's also a conjoined item. I don't remember if it actually is, or if that's a mod error. But if it is, that means we only need 1 more item to make that happen. Is there a tinted rock in there? No. Oh boy. Fortunately, the piercing shots definitely help with these guys. A golden key is great. That is definitely not worth doing 3 waves of enemies for. Imagine if that had been a chariot card, that would have been pretty funny. play it twice more then. We'll be back. We're not done with you yet. Now, since we have Chaos active, losing the Angel deal wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Because we can't really guarantee that we're going to get anything worthwhile from it now anyway. And I mean, there goes my chance. Or a lot of it. So, say la vie and all that. Alright, let's go find the iron room. Kind of important. Hey, I apologize. Every time we get a blue flame, it's just so good. It just cleans up so much. Identify pill. A pretty fly is good. It's just more defense. Getting hit is not good. It's less defense, as you may have guessed. The nail. This is in the shop, and we use it to get. I'm actually gonna pay here rather than use the D6 because we'll be back. I was gonna say I could re-roll the shop because there's more items in it, but then that happened. Oh, Guppy is tempting, but not Dead Cat. Can't do it. Keep going. Damage, but I don't have the ability to proc it. Potato peeler. Binge ear! Wow. Okay. That is an amazing turnaround. So binge ear is a very cool item that I actually didn't realize I had already. Every pedestal item will now become... It will flick between two items. It will either be the item it's supposed to be, or it will become a HP up. And the HP up, if you take it, can also give you some bonus stats. So that's very helpful on this run, considering my HP is not too great. And it means we have more options as well. I don't like this boss. Acid Baby is conjoined, and I'm actually going to take it. So now we actually fire 3 shots instead of 1. Ain't much of an improvement. My damage is 2.8. It's so stupid. This run sucks so bad. Chaos has forsaken me. We just need to... Just gotta pop off, you know? Just gotta find that one item. This is a good run to demonstrate how powerful the D6 is. Huh. interesting room. Could just skip the mom fight and skip getting the negative if I really wanted to. Wow. But we won't do that. This is also a good run to demonstrate how much I can do with base stats. Actually, now it's less than base stats. Chill out. I don't know why I went this way. I knew it couldn't be this way. Maybe I just wanted to believe, you know? I'm doing it. This is a terrible idea. Just so we're all on the same page. Taking the HP up. So Dr. Fetus now makes it so I shoot bombs instead of tears, and with Conjoin that means I'm firing 3 bombs. Which is why I wanted to make sure everybody was aware this was a terrible idea. But I saw my chance and I took it. Question is terrible or terribly awesome. Haven't decided yet. What we got? We'll buy health and yeah, I'll buy some health. Why not? See, if I just keep getting health, it doesn't matter. Alright, this run's a lot better now. I can just fight mom. We don't need the negative because we're going to the cathedral. So we will absolutely take the mark because it's a damage and speed upgrade. Alright, where are we going? Up, I guess. We're in a much better position now, which is always nice. I should say, I know I haven't explained too much in recent episodes. I've been a bit... I'm starting to get into that Isaac mode where I'm trying to get stuff done. Acid Baby, as an example. If I didn't explain that one, it just... Whenever I take a pill, it does that toxic aura effect for the room, and I believe it does damage to everything in it. I think I have explained some things, but I know I've definitely probably missed a few things, so I apologize for that. I mean, it always helps if I ever finish, or if I ever make a video and you still don't know what something does, you can always ask in the comments, because I don't respond to everything. I don't get that many comments, to be fair, but like I don't respond to all of them. Generally, if I don't respond to a comment, it's not because I haven't read it, it's just because I haven't really got a response, but if you ever wanted to know what something did still, I can definitely respond to a comment like that. Like I think I had that comment about asking about the different types of parts, and I went into detail in the Maggie episode, I believe it was. Power pill. Power pill? Binge Eater definitely just saved this run, and then Dr. Fetus as well. The bomb tiers. We don't have to fight these guys, we can just leave. What the heck? Take this. I didn't mean to do that. Alright. I'd assume the boss is this way if the secret rooms are both this way. I can't believe I was right about the secret room for once. I'm just gonna take another HP upgrade. Just the more HP I get, it's just the safer this run gets. And I mean, I'm almost at cap. So. The Ghost Pepper is also a nice proc when it does, since I have 3 luck, it's procking more. The more luck you have, like, it's just, luck is generally one of those stats where it's like there's a lot of items where your tier effects will occur a lot more often if you have more luck, and Ghost Pepper is one of those kind of items. So the more luck I get, the more I'll just shoot those blue flames. And it does cap out at a certain point where you are shooting them every single shot. I just don't remember, I think it's like 14-ish or something like that. So like if you get really high luck in a run and you get a bunch of items that benefit from luck, you can have some really crazy runs like that. We got. Huh. I'll take health. I'm not going to complain about health. We actually got Hush. I haven't done Hush before, so maybe it's time. So if you beat Mum's Heart before 30 minutes, you get the Hush fight. And this is the Blue Womb. So you get 4 golden chests, which I won't be opening because you only get 2 keys. Or I only have 2 keys, rather. You also get 2 item rooms. You get to choose between 2 items. I want to check the other room. I actually think it might be more beneficial to open the shop, actually. Okay. So we can actually reroll these 2 items into Holy War and Sad Bombs, which would be amazing with my Dr. Fetus, I believe. Never mind, it doesn't work. Oh, no, it does. It works sometimes. So that's kind of cool. I was kind of hoping the shop would have a key, but I'm just going to donate. Well, I'm going to donate some. I want to buy that health upgrade still. Alright, let's do it. It's just a boss on this floor. This is Hush, and he has a lot of HP. A lot of HP. I know, I've almost beat him, it's crazy. I said he had a lot of HP. Just kidding, there's more. So this is a Hush, the main phase of Hush, and it is a bit of a bullet hell, and I am taking a lot of damage because of my own bombs, admittedly. So I'm trying my best to avoid them, but there's so many of them. Something is causing my bombs to, like, bounce back, and I'm not sure what it is. And it is gonna get me killed. I don't think I'm gonna win this fight. Oh my lord. I don't even know what bomb hit me there. Yeah, this run is doomed. But at least I got to show off Hush. Some of these bombs just... It might just be that they're bouncing off my own... Like, my bombs are bouncing off each other. I think that's the problem. Yep, like there. I just got... I'm definitely dead here. Yeah. Hush is a toughie. You really need a better build. I thought my build would be okay because bombs pierce boss armor, which this boss has. And boss armor is like... It sort of caps your damage out, so you can't melt this boss immediately. I was hoping that because it was a bomb build I would do better, but Conjoined I think it was mainly just Conjoined screwed me over because, Conjoined usually with regular tiers I like, but when you get bombs involved it becomes a bit hard to keep track of where they all are. Another loss, but in my defense, I felt like I probably wasn't gonna win that one going in. That's okay. Anyway, if you liked the video, please remember to actually like the video, because it does help me out. And subscribe if you want to see more if you haven't already. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.